All right, Libra Lightians, let's get into your video for the afternoon. We're going to see about how you're going to be a new person. It took a while for me to come up with a topic today, so I wanted it to be intentional. That's why we're here with that new topic, and let's get started. I did have to order cards yesterday, so some new ones are arriving. We will be sticking to Rider-Waite for just a few more days, if you don't mind, but our interpretations are spicy. So welcome back to your channel. We might have a bonus tonight. If so, that will also be a new topic. I wanted to start us off on some new goodies. Okay, and new person for Libra, please. Their emotions up first. Okay, if any past people come through, I will let you know accordingly. We're going to give it a really nice shuffle. We're going to get more than a casual shuffle. Hierophant, Hermit, Major Arcanas. Major Arcanas of Virgo and Taurus, and Hierophant being the latter. Okay, we have a Knight of Wands. You could have been dealing with a player in the past as well. I think that's good. I kind of heard stop as I was going. We have the Hermit. We always read the last three cards when I do it this way. So this person is, sometimes the Two of Wands can also be like adventuring to somebody or making a discovery. This person could be Aries, Leo, Sag, the fixed signs, which are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, or they're a Virgo. So those are possible new people. And I'm going to put them there so that way you could remember the Two of Wands, Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. Put it here. Okay, Two of Wands again is seeking discoveries. This person can have fire elements. They could be a total fire sign as well. And we want to get to know them, right? Like introduce ourselves in the video with the Two of Wands. Okay, I feel something with that already. I also feel something with the Wheel of Fortune. It is like destined to turn. You're both destined to know each other. What else? How personal can I get it? Like, what is the most personal thing I can say? It comes after a period of competition. Okay, so this could be telling me my Libra on the channel is well sought after. You're popular. You could be popular. Like maybe a lot of people know you in your city. But it's like, it's because you're soft. You're actually a true romantic. Also, this could have been a fight with somebody else. So that's fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Where does that come from? Lots of retrospection. Okay, so I think Libra personally took this out. You took the time out. You took the process of being in the Hanged Man. Basically, it's about pausing, right? Hanged Man is really easy because you can remember it as Pisces, pause, reflect, deduce, make your decisions that way. Usually it's also, a lot of people don't say this, but the Hanged Man is in the quiet. So we tend to do this in our bedrooms. We lock ourselves a little bit. We do a little retrospection outside, maybe in the wilderness, like taking a nice walk. I used to journal actually as I would do my nature walks, nature walks, the nature of walking. So I think seems like that's like a process that you took conscientiously before you meet this new person. And also we want to get to know them. So we go to feelings now. We're going to get 4 cards. What are the 4 cards? 6 of Swords. Anything else? So they could be very healing for you. I think there could be a process here of mirroring as well. That was like dinging in my ear. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we only have 2 of the 4. I'm going to break because I have to talk about these before we get the other 2. 6 of Swords is somebody who feels like you're a healer, okay? Or you're something safer that they could go to. As you could see here, he's rowing with a woman and her child. You could meet someone, potentially Libras, who does have a kid, okay? I don't want to remove that from the reading because if we were to get super specific and talk about it, they probably would have a child. It depends on your age, okay? You might want to get some of those feelings straightened out first before you go and date them, and you develop a financial relationship and you share things, because that could be something that gets brought up or they ask you how you feel about it. And the 8 of Pentacles is working closer to be with each other. So I'm picking up here that it's going to take a little leg muscle. It's going to take a little bit of carburetor fuel, if you will, to be together. The struggle could be that you're long distance starting out, or this is a distanced relationship. Why do I get to say that? Because the 6 of Swords is about traveling. Okay, and also it talks about taking trips, crossing the water. It's literally in the card, and it's also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that could be you. You could be the healer in this case. What is the Eight of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so they find your heart unique. This person could be talking to you now back and forth. If you haven't met them yet, this could just be the visual stance later. And this is how they get to know you. Queen of Pentacles is like a hug from the earth. She's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so she would take on more of the Capricorn energy, right? But it doesn't, you know, misbehave with Virgo or Taurus either. It's just a really big insignia of self-love. So self-love is taken care of here. She's also like really good with things at home. You guys know that. She's also great with keeping things clean, keeping the boat moving. Also, if you're a male and you also associate with the card, they're going to be attached to you due to your caring heart. And also my ladies here, your caring heart is going to be looked at for what it truly is. I think that, if you don't mind me saying this, it's kind of idiotic not to see that. If that's one of the first things that they see, that's the best vision that they will get of you. So they're working towards that. We have effort here. We have the person, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and these could be cards of tomorrow too, okay? Or even tonight, we could get it again. What's the Two of Wands? The process there, and then we'll finish it out with our 4 cards. The Fool, okay? So last night, but it takes on a different connotation with its position here. Two of Wands is like, it's definitely like this is an Aries person. This is someone with Aries in their chart. The Fool there strongly with the major arcana. You know, it starts off the 78 cards. It's at 0, this one right here. Also, there are 21 major arcanas. I don't know if I misspoke there, but there's 78 cards. And then the Two of Wands is the ocean, the actual ocean looking out. I almost feel like the leap of faith could to move closer to you, or they would have to situate themselves to steadily travel your way. So if they are Aries or they have Arian in their chart, my mother was an Aries, married a Libra. This is interesting because it's something about having to take that leap of faith or that new journey toward you. And also it's got to be solid, like not waste my Libra's time in new love. Okay, I don't know if you already work with them too. 8 of Pentacles could be a coworker. All right, 7 of Cups, a coworker. Heck yeah, you may have met them in a workspace, and this is about daydreaming in my setup here, just due to all the cards that I have. So they could be gathering ideas about you, curiosities. It seems kind of spicy there because the daydreaming is about to turn too. Okay, this person is saying that they're single in the reading. The Hermit is a single lady or man, and it's Virgo, so it's looking for a practical partner. I think that's where the card starts off, but after they get to know my fun Libra, it could spiral into something spicy, something more enticing, but you're going to get that Virgo outside of their quarry, okay? Because it seems here like you're going to get them to be more fun, more alive. They're going to see that inner child work that you've done. They're going to get the first glance. So Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. It seems very daydreamy in today's reading. Their next actions seem to be 8 of Pentacles, and I'm going to seal it right there. Okay, so that's my predictions for this channel. I've read many times over, it's usually the 8 of Pentacles. It's a minor arcana, not showing too much effort yet if this is brand new. So it's going to be this card right here, this little fella in my hand. Why do they say the 7 of Cups? Is that a concern? 5 of Cups, okay? They could have reflected on the previous partner that they were with today. If some of you know them, like you're actually developing a relationship right now during Christmas time 2025, they have a regret about something in their past. They might even open up to you about that. That seems sweet. 5 of Cups is not a past person in our reading today. It's not reflecting an ex. 5 of Cups is like, I do want to tell you this story though. Let's just see what my Libra thinks. And it could be like a little cute tester to see if you stick around. 5 of Cups, okay? So very, very detailed here. Can I get a tea leaf on them? Club. This is a Taurus card. Someone will try to make you do something out of your will. Anything else on them, please? I don't know if they're like hyper schmegdual. That could happen. You have rat. I don't like that. It says someone working against you behind your back. It's not really lovey. Let's pull a last one, okay? Coins. That was the last one. And it says money will be coming to you. So it could be setting up for this relationship. You're going to be able to wine and dine, financially set yourself really, really well for this meeting. You could already work with them. Look at all the coins that you have. Just a funny congruence in your reading. It doesn't always happen like this, but I like to show you when I have twinning cards. They could live by the ocean too, something about water. They could live near a prominent beach, or you could easily visit them, Libra, via driving, and be careful too. So 5 of Cups living near the beach there, just some of the things I'm catching. I'm not sure who's working behind your back. This could be an ex that wants you back with the Rat card. Also seeing if you've already begun to see somebody else. Have you truly moved on? Has Libra? What's the collective card on that? Knight of Wands signifies dating. Okay. Anything else? Can I get more questions there? Knight of Wands is Sag, so it's almost like you're acting like a fire sign. I like to say that, but I don't know if my Libras are usually acting fire most of the week. The Sun. It says something about speed to me. If you read them this way, okay, the major arcana of the Sun is so happy. It's about new chapters. It's also about the happiest card also in the entire deck. So it speaks of somebody that's not afraid to go towards the sun. Not even this Rat card in the reading is debilitating you. You go directly towards that sunlight at whatever cost. And I was watching something the other day. It was like a motivational speaker. It came up on my feed, and he said, it was a guy, he said in the video, life is literally too short now. Like our lifespans are not as long as they were 300 years ago, 100 years ago even, with facets like stress that impugn our system, or we develop environmental disorders, right? And so he said in that little short that I watched, he said, so our only choice is to go after the life that we want to live. We don't have time to sulk or cry too long. So I wanted to share that in the first 12 minutes here. You're going directly towards that sun. They could be a Leo. Okay, some of your signs are popping out here, Libra. What's that 5 of Cups that they share? New person, because that's something to clarify. Knight of Pentacles. How long they were in a relationship. Were they with somebody for quite a long time? This could have been an 11-year, 12-year relationship. Okay, and I'm picking up on a story too that their person was more like a type A personality. Okay, where this person could be a little bit more fun. So they had a certain personality designation with their ex. It's just a particular coming through. I don't even know if I'm right. Some of you will check out in the comments as, hey, you know, you picked up on my person or you didn't. All right, Libra's feelings, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a little bit of the last few days, but we're also drawing in the energy of right now. I'm picking up on the gravity. I'm picking up on when I shuffled my intention. So it's brought up to speed right now. I'll even do a split here, the Queen of Cups. So that could be you, or you could have Cancerian in your chart. 3 of Wands. Okay, so you could be waiting on somebody too. You could be waiting, or you could be expediting some travel because we're heading closer to Christmas. Here it says you're in the 2 of Pentacles. You're really thinking about something, a next step, taking your time, but also wanting to not miss the mark and making a good decision for yourself. I want to repeat here because you don't have to rush in the 2 of Pentacles. After all, it's a minor arcana. Take your time, especially when it's involving long-term, especially if it's a coworker too. Okay, and you have to be more careful with those steps. 5 of Swords is somebody who is walking away from a previous engagement with you. I don't think it went pretty well because the 5 of Swords is talking about walking away and feeling defeat. So we'll get this a descriptive card too. That is further clarification. What's the 5 of Swords for Libra, please? What is the 5 of Swords? It talks about defeatist mentality, strength. Okay, so your angels want to send you more of that courage to move towards this person and also be directed in the right way. Okay. I don't think your angels want to steer you in the wrong way. I actually today had a personal instance where that happened, and I'll put the story down below because it's a little too personal. But strength card is Leo, so they're sending you more of that love, the cradling from the universe, letting you know that all is well. Okay, so we have Leo there. A lot of Leo influence could be happening because it's time for optimism. Leos and Sagittarius, they own the optimism zone. That's why they have cards like this in the tarot, because they've been given it due to their, lots of their traits are very, very happy. But their downside is they don't look at also what befalls in the situation if they choose wrong. You know, they just have some of the happiest cards in the deck. So we'll look at that. We'll look at some pitfalls here in a moment. We still have a lot of time in this video. Nine of Pentacles. That came out for you when I asked. It came out as the Libra side of feelings. So you could be more financially focused right now. You could be worried about, I don't know, getting the job of your dreams, situating yourself in the right town, putting yourself in the right pocket at this time, or even maintaining that. You're maintaining the coins, okay? So we have that too. We've discussed basically that whole pile. All right. Next chapter stuff. I'm closing my eyes and I'm half in it. I got the diamond. Okay. We have here, you'll be receiving and giving a precious gift. I'll show it one more time in the viewfinder. That was a complete half of the deck. So with that tea leaf, you could be in a giving spirit. It could be happening more and more today, or you're finishing up things for the holidays. So celebrations are coming into view. If I were to go like this, like directors do when they're trying to focus on, you know, a scene, when they're doing this, you're focusing on the family events, or you're spending the holiday with yourself. We have Judgment, the Star, the King of Swords. I think this is your ex Libras. I know they're in a new reading, but we'll just touch on their feelings in a moment. And you at the bottom of the deck with the Empress. Taurus and Libra in the his house. In the heezy. So we have you there sitting on your throne. You could be looking rather regal, or you've just done, it's almost you're like buying new clothes, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about the body that you're in. And also I'm getting something here about a haircut today too. Like you went and got a buzz cut for my males. It's things like that. You're keeping up with your personal image to the world, your personal avatar. Okay. Something about that too, because it's looking like it's at its peak right now. You're looking good, looking fresh, staying clean. And we have the King of Swords. Okay, I don't like you right now. With the King of Swords, and we clarified that as the X in the reading. What are they behaving like today? Three of Cups. Okay, so they're probably in third party. This is one of my third party cards when I read. I do have to have the Three of Swords to even begin to emit it into a reading, but they could be having family celebrations, or they want a reunion with you. Look at this. Sometimes when I get this, and really the percentage is low, usually it's because they want a reunion with their Empress, okay? Or they just would want to talk to you one more time. If you resonate more with, I think they want to talk to me one more time, but this week is going to be sharp. I don't have a lot of emotional engagement that I can give. You stick to what you feel, okay? So you don't have to visit and talk and do all of this if you're not ready. Just remember that, because I think our collective, Libras are way, way too nice, where we would say, okay, well, I'll talk to you, even though in 20 minutes I have to get to my grandparents' house. This is something about being direct to you, okay, in a conversation, because it's almost like they didn't tell you in the past one more thing. I think how they will do this is approach Libra in the old way that they would. Usually with behaviors, people don't change that much right there, okay? What is their feeling? Can I get a feelings card? Queen of Cups, okay? And that was halving the deck. She did re-enter earlier. She re-entered. Queen of Cups is, there's that third party crap. I almost said another word. Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Cancer, Taurus. That's a Cancer. That's Aquarius is King of Swords. I'm hearing here like, but you don't see me. And they even started off with the but part, like, but you don't give me time, but you won't see me. It depends if there's like a whininess like that. But they're saying that they're brokenhearted. They may have been involved with another person or talking to other people. What's the main problem there? What's the main problem with the remainder? Queen of Wands. I'll take that as a third party. I think they got involved with somebody on the outside. Libra, you may have heard of it when the story was ending. They're back with that Queen of Wands person. Okay, so if they said they were dating somebody, you have to have receipts. If they were seeing this person, something's going on with that relationship right now. The Queen of Wands could be breaking their heart. They're sad with the Queen of Cups because in her lowest vibration, and this card is hard for low vibration too, Cancerian, because they want a mother. The lowest vibration for this is, I would say, tears. Okay, so, and the highest vibration of the Empress is, don't come to my house. And the highest vibration is actually creation for her. She likes to make things. She'll start off new projects. She'll start off communicating and resounding with her community, or she'll just do things for health and to keep it in a high vibration as an Empress. So we finish with that there. I could go on forever. I just stopped myself because it can be used for other instances too, and when we meet up again. So I just want to leave it as that kind of Empress today. Anybody is willing to help the Empress too, you know. I think this is also a time of asking for support, asking for love. You know, you don't need to ask for love, but this is a good energy to be there and also energetically voice yourself. Okay. Does the Queen of Wands know about my Libra on the channel? Yes or no? Four of Pentacles. Some of them do. Some of them are holding on to your identity. It's like your ex had talked about some things, okay, that they held on to either emotionally or some of their feelings for you. This Queen of Wands might know you is more what I'm getting, okay, or they know of you. And the feelings of a current person, how will they move toward Libra next? Six of Pentacles. Okay, so they might give to you. That's rather big. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Hierophant there. I'm just going to ask very, very little questions here because it's a little bit more full. The Six of Pentacles is defined by what? New person. Newer person in Libra's life, please. That could be like you guys have a little gift exchange. It could be happening at work, more pentacles, okay? That's the third time they came out with like monetaries in a reading, meeting in the workspace, or some of you met at a common place where people frequent. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say for that. That's what I'm gonna say for that. Six of Pentacles, thank you. Eight of Cups, okay, leave it all, even the good stuff. They could be traveling. Sometimes the Eight of Cups is traveling. When it's clarified in that way with an action, Eight of Cups is literally walking. So this person might want to give in due time, okay? Or they're walking from another situation, closing out their pains of the previous past. Because they're saying here generosity is some of their highest action. They just need to walk away from more. That more could be anything. It could be a previous partner. This person could still have to talk to their ex because they share things. So just remember those little titty bitty bits of information. Eight of Cups to the, thank you, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. That's it. Six of Cups. This could be a soulmate, or you guys are currently mirroring one another. You have similar pathways. There could be like some twinning aspects here. Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, communication, and the Lovers. All right, and then we rounded out with a card last night. That's the Ten of Wands in the background. Very good reading. We came back full circle, so that's also another good sign. This is where the blending comes in. It's the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. I think this person gets to know a little bit of your childhood, a little bit of the romance in your past, the lessons you've learned. Perhaps, I know that's weird to say for the Six of Cups, but to be detailed, TBD. Wheel of Fortune is about changing events and moving more towards fate. We're moving on the fate and destiny line. Okay, so let's go back to Hierophant and let's get the Wheel of Fortune. Why is Libra moving closer to the Wheel of Fortune? Good decisions or just obedience, or what's happening here? Good decisions or obedience. Seven of Wands, because you protected yourself from the correct person. Okay, so as I hold up this card, if you had to take away your energy from a particular person in the recent past, remember that it's this defensiveness, maybe the actual action too, like blocking, protecting your energy from a correct person that's leading you into this lover's area. Little bit more of a soulmate energy that they come in on. Your new person has been drawing the Six of Cups too. Not last couple days, but whenever we do new love, they are the Six of Cups, or they come out as the lovers. And you have two soulmate cards. That's interesting. What is that? I mean, is it like just very, very friendly here, or what is that? Page of Wands. They could definitely be a fire sign, by the way. I'm just saying I'm picking up more fire today than usual. I think a new person is a little bit more zesty in approach to you, and there's a lot more in common here. There's a lot more in common than a past person. What else? What's this? What's the Page of Wands? Thank you. Nine of Wands. To the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay, that shocked me. Four of Wands on the split. They could message you that you guys have a similar feeling toward one another, or that it peaks at a similar feeling, but it's almost coming in as, let me text this. Page of Wands can be a text, okay? Let me send out that information to you because I also see a common ground forming. New person, okay? And look at this. This is all fire, by the way. The actions, how they pose themselves in the reading is also Aries, Leo, Sag. All three cards are Aries, Leo, Sag. Ace of Wands, another Wands card. Thank you, guys. So from here, we could clarify and make it fun. We can do a past and a current story and make it Christmassy. But I also had a totems idea that I wanted to do. I wanted to look around in the photos. As you can see, the Six of Cups here, their age is pronounced. A couple of other things like the playground. So I wanted to combine those little details. If you are more interested in that, please leave me a yellow heart after this video. It takes like 3 seconds to leave a yellow heart. It will help because it lets me know what you need. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure serving the Libran Collective for the afternoon, and this wrapped for New Person.